My next guest is a playmaker from Seattle, Washington. Please welcome Jashaun Poke. This video is sponsored by Aztec Link and their official content branch, the We Believe Network. The We Believe Network is a subscription-based platform that allows viewers to get access to exclusive Aztec content. That money is then reinvested back into the program to create NIL opportunities for the athletes themselves. Enjoy the video. Come along with my alignment and I as we go on our weekly grocery shopping at Windmill Farms. The first thing we saw when we walked in was that they had samples set up as well as a coffee bar, which I thought was really cool and unique. They also had their own bakery section, which had a bunch of different pies, cakes, as well as pot pies and different baked goods to choose from. Along with being an award-winning health food store, they also have organic supplements, a great butcher, and a low-cost sandwich deli. They had a great selection of produce, and we all got eggs and chocolate milk. Windmill Farms is an independent, family-run market just 2 miles north of campus off of College Road. The Boney family started back in 1943 as just a small fruit stand in San Diego and grew the business into what you see today. The next time you want to make a meal or just want fresh groceries for your week, make your way over to Windmill Farms.
What's up, gang?
What's up, bro?
Straight?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming on, man. Yeah,
Sure.
Seattle, bro. Talk about growing up, your hometown. What was that like, man?
I'm originally from Seattle, so it's like I ended up moving when I was 10 with me, my mom, and my little sister. We ended up moving to Georgia. So I kind of claim like both like Seattle and Atlanta because I grew up both. But like most of my family on my father's side still in Seattle, but most of my family on my mother's side, we all moved to Atlanta. So I mean, it was good. I got to grow up on the West Coast and the East Coast, so I had a good like experience living in both ways.
That's cool, and you got connections in both spots.
Mm-hmm.
When did you get into sports, and who kind of steered you in that direction to get you playing?
Well, I feel like I've always been in sports like since a little jit for real. But I started playing football when I was 7, and my dad, he was my coach, so he influenced me to.
There we
definitely
go. Was he OC? Was he drawing it up for you?
Yeah. He was the head coach for real, and I was playing quarterback. I remember like my first play ever. It was like a little bootleg.
Mm-hmm.
I scored. It was like a little jamboree or something. Then after that, it just took off. Like I started loving football. I mean, I always played like football, basketball, ran track growing up, but I just loved football more.
Nice, man. I saw the jumper the other day, bro.
Yeah.
You don't know. Poke got a little something. When did you so you started QB just because you need the ball in your hands, right?
Yeah.
When did you transition into? Did you go straight to receiver after a couple of years? Or you go running back?
Okay, so when I moved to Atlanta, I ended up playing running back for a couple of years, and then from like, cause I moved there when I was 10, so like from 10 to high school, like my freshman year of high school, the coach ended up just moving me to defense.
Okay.
So like for my whole high school career, I played straight defense. I didn't play offense. I played safety. I didn't play offense at all, but I had like a couple plays because I was the fastest on the team. So like I had like a couple little specific plays for me to run on offense like my senior year. I kind of wish I played offense a little more, but for the most part, I was playing defense all high school.
Were you doing like kick returns and stuff
like
that?
Yeah, kickoff return, punt return. That's definitely what I was doing. That was the only way I was getting the ball in my hands.
Got you. What was high school football like in Georgia? Was that like Friday Night Lights where the whole town shuts down for it? It was
like Georgia. That's a good place to play football at. Like it's very competitive, like all the time. You're always gonna have like a good fan base, good crowd. Like it's never like the games are never dead. Like the games always be alive. And the crowd it's gonna make the game even more exciting to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember like our stadium had a hill above the visitor stands, and there'd always be the whole thing be packed. If people didn't want to buy tickets, they just pull their car up right there, and just watch it from the hill. But we had some good environments, but I'm sure like Georgia, Texas, like is different over there, man.
It's definitely a fun experience.
What was some of your craziest games, like your best games you had in high school, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, I had a couple good games for real, but one that came off the rip, probably like our homecoming game, or our rival game. Like this was like the biggest rival, and they hated us, we hated them, and it was like they pulled up to our school the week of the game and was like talking a lot. So we like, all right, bet we gonna see, and we haven't beat them like in a couple years, probably like 5-6 years.
Okay,
because they was a good program. Like they used to always just beat teams, so. I feel like that was probably the most exciting game because that was like the most turned game. The fans was lit for real, and I probably had like 6-7 tackles, and I had a nice little game winning pick. It was lit. I took it out the receiver's hands, and then I had a forced fumble. So it was That's probably one of my most exciting games, I'll say.
But I had my receiver, shout out Elijah Rodriguez. That's my guy. I threw like a deep post and I underthrew it, and the safety caught it, and he reached in there and just ripped it out of the dude's hands. And on the stat sheet, they gave me like a 60-yard touchdown for it. That was it was a pick and a fumble for sure.
Yeah, he bailed you out though.
Oh,
at
100%.
At least they gave it to you on the stat board.
Yeah, there we go. What was I was gonna ask you later, man, but since you already kind of brought it up, are you a big trash talker, bro? Or like whenever you get going, do you lock in, you quiet, or you like
sometimes
to chirp a little bit?
Sometimes I'm quiet, but it depends on who we playing, and it depends on the person.
If they get you going, okay, yeah.
Like, if we get out there first drive, they get to talking at the mouth. I'm like, all right, yeah. When I make my play, I'm definitely gonna say something to him. I'm not the biggest trash talker. I don't talk every time, but if you get me in that mode to talk trash, and I'm gonna get in that mode. I'm gonna talk trash back to you.
Yeah. I only talk trash to DBs, man. Like I feel like if I'm talking trash to D linemen, it's just like poking the bear, like getting them riled up to come get me. I'm always super cool with them, like hey, good hit, bro. And then whenever it's those close ones, like I'm letting it go and they're right there, like sometimes they'll let up. Or whatever.
Sometimes they'll get a little shove.
Yeah, just a little something. But with DBs, man, just
because DBs they naturally talk a lot of trash.
All of them, bro.
So I mean, yeah, I talk trash a little bit, but you gotta get me in the mood to talk trash.
Yeah. I feel like as a DB, you kind of gotta have that little chip on your shoulder too.
You got to.
It's part of the position. Man, sleep. Where'd the nickname come from, bro? First time I heard, we were watching a film, and coach was like, "Why'd you throw it to sleep?" I'm like, "Who?" He's like, "Number 3, Poke." Where'd that come from?
So freshman year, I mean, typical freshman stuff. I used to like not necessarily go to sleep in the meetings, but I used to like kind of like doze off, be tired. Had to be in the meetings from like 7, 6 in the morning or something like that.
Bro, and it's always lights off, AC
lights
on.
Off. Like so it was a couple times. Coach Barton, he ended up catching me one day. I was just like, nah, I didn't. And then like they was calling me sleeping. It just stuck. Like they call it to me till this day.
Yeah. Shout out to Coach Barton. Now we got the meeting rooms are equipped. We got the water guns in there. I'm not in the special teams meetings, but has he gotten anybody with those?
Nah, he hasn't got anybody yet.
Okay.
I mean, everybody, they know like if they go to sleep, they're gonna get hit with the water gun.
Yeah.
I feel like that helps like everybody stay up and stay tuned to what he's talking about in the special teams meeting.
Yeah. No, I saw he got security patrolling the sides too.
Yeah, he got 2 people on the sides.
I think Parker had one too, just looking to snipe people, man.
They're just ready to get somebody.
Yeah. Who do you feel like you kind of modeled your game after? Because I know you played DB growing up. So did you have a DB that you liked, and then what about from the offensive point of view too?
I mean, as a DB, I mean I liked a couple people, but I would just say for more the offensive side, it was 2 people that I really like. It's probably like Deshaun Jackson and Tyreek Hill for real. Because I mean, they're both speed guys, and I feel like I'm a speed guy as well. Sure. Like that's my God-given ability. So just watching them growing up, especially Deshaun Jackson, like he take the top off on guys. So it's like that's what I feel like I could do in my game. And like Tyreek Hill, he's just so fast and he's so quick. It's like why not? Why wouldn't he be your favorite player if you're a fast guy? So it's like I feel like I would model my 2 games based off of them 2, like a combination, because Deshaun Jackson, like he's more so just like a deep guy. But like Tyreek Hill, I feel like he could do like he can be a deep guy and he could be a short guy and just take it, like catch a short ball but score. You kind of get what I'm saying?
That's the best thing. I throw a 5-yard pass and it's a 60-yard touchdown. Whatever. Yeah, just getting the ball to guys in space who can make it happen.
Yeah, you feel me?
That's huge, bro.
So that's what I feel like.
No, you good. I was just gonna say I was training the little quarterbacks a couple days ago, and at the end I let them do like a 1-on-1 where they try to 2-hand touch each other like jukes. And one of the kids juked the other guy, and he gets to the end zone, and he did the like fall back into it like Deshaun. And I was like, "Hey, you know who does that?" And he's like, "The Eagles guy." I was like, "You know what his name is?" He's like, "No." I was like, it broke my heart, man.
That was such an iconic moment, though.
Yeah, is that whenever he fumbled he muffed the punch?
That was like the game-winning,
gashed. I think versus the Giants for the
that was hard.
Yeah, it broke my heart. They didn't know who he was, man. The next generation. They did know the celebration. They knew he was on the Eagles,
so they know a little bit.
I'll take it. Yeah. What was your recruiting journey like coming out of high school? What kind of spots were you considering?
So it was a couple schools that I was talking to, like the bigger schools. They were saying like I was too small, like I was too little. So a lot of bigger schools, they stopped talking to me because there was a couple good schools that was talking to me at first. Then they stopped talking to me. So then I started to get a lot of offers from like the MAC to play DB. And then like Coach Lewis and them came around and they wanted me to play offense. And I was like, that might be something that I could do. And I was talking to my family about it. And they was like, I mean, you always play offense growing up. And my dad, he actually loved it because he was kind of mad that I wasn't playing.
Were just on defense?
Yeah, because like I grew up playing offense. So it was like, he was like, why are you not playing offense? And then like when Coach Lou and them came up there to the school and was like, we want to recruit you as a receiver. We feel like your speed will be utilized well in this offense and this type of scheme that we running and stuff like that. It kind of opened my eyes. I mean, I feel like I made the right choice. Like offense is something good. Like you make plays, you make exciting plays for the fans. So I mean, my recruiting process, it was smooth. I don't regret none of my decisions that I made.
I want to ask about your relationship with Coach Matty J, man, because he's made it very clear that if we ever throw you into traffic and get you hit, that's a wrap for us, man. I know that's your guy, bro. How did you guys get close, and what was that like?
Man, Matty J, man, he know that's my guy. That's my favorite coach, man. I mean, like, we just, throughout the years, we just built a nice connection for like, we even got, like, a pregame ritual that we do. I mean.
What's the pregame like? Or is that private, man?
It's a little private, but I mean, y'all gonna see in the, when the season starts, first game. Right. But, like, yeah, like I said, we just built the connection, like, throughout the years, and we just got closer and closer together. Like, I know that he trusts me, and I trust him, so it's like, we just built that connection with each other, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, it's just love. You get what I'm saying? Like when you around somebody all the time and they're making plays and producing in, or they're even calling plays for you, that just shows like the amount of trust and love that the person has for you. So like, that's my favorite coach, and he knows I'm gonna do everything he knows I'm gonna do everything I need to do in order to help the team win. And I know he's gonna do the same, vice versa.
Nice. Would you guys watch film together, like just you two by yourselves and stuff, or how did?
I mean,
because he wasn't your position coach.
Yeah, he was. I think he was the running back coach at first. I think he was like the quarterback's GA or something, or the quarterback's coach, I think. And then he moved to running backs coach. So like we never truly like watched film together, but like if there's a play going on, because you know he played in this type of style offense, so he knows everything like the reads and stuff that's supposed to happen. So like if I had a question or something, that we'll definitely talk about, communicate. Like even now, like if I made the wrong read at practice, I'll text him. I'll be like, I should have did this or I should have did that, and he'll give me a good explanation on why I should have did which route, which way I should have ran it and stuff like that. So I mean, even though we don't watch film one-on-one, we still talk about plays that's been going on, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure, man. And yeah, if those of you don't know, Coach Matty played quarterback for Coach Lewis, so they work really well together, and they've been running the same concepts and stuff like that for a while. So that's been cool to have, you know, Coach Lou come into our meetings and then explain it, and then also hear like Matty's perspective playing it as a quarterback. So I think that's a cool aspect for our staff for sure. I gotta ask, man, who's got the better highlight reel, Tavon Austin or Johnny Football, bro?
Tavon, hands down. Come on, bro.
No way.
Everybody will probably say Tavon Austin.
Everyone will probably say it because it is iconic. Like
it's iconic.
You hear the sound, you know what song it is. But I just watched it recently, bro, and his first couple clips are like him catching 10-yard outs and stuff, dude. He's not jumping over people and throwing bombs like Johnny, bro.
Tavon Austin, he was a freak of nature, bro.
He was, man. He was.
Like his highlight tape, probably everybody was watching that before their games.
Yeah.
Because I used to do that.
Was that what got you hyped up?
Yeah. Like I used to watch highlights of people that I idolize. So I'm pretty sure, like, if you was to do a poll.
Yeah.
If you was to do a poll on your Instagram or social media,
we might have
which tape is better?
Yeah.
I bet you 95% or 90%.
95 is
80%. Because I don't know. You might have a couple quarterbacks that love Johnny.
Definitely biased. That's what it is.
Yeah. So I'm probably kind of biased too.
Yeah. True.
But I bet you more than half of people will vote Tavon Austin.
Man, that might be solid. I remember I would always watch, like you said, highlights before my games, but I did not want to watch the biggest hits highlight. If it was biggest hits, I felt like it was bad luck. Like, or like biggest sacks, anything. I'd be like, no, I can't watch.
I feel like when I was playing defense in high school, I used to watch that.
Yeah,
like the biggest
get you hyped up.
Yeah, definitely get you hyped up for sure.
Because the biggest hits was always just the quarterback like floating the ball over the middle and the receivers getting killed,
getting smacked.
I was like, it's bad luck. I can't watch this.
Yeah, you can't watch stuff like that. You gotta watch Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, watch him just running around. You know what I used to watch was D'Anthony Thomas. I thought I was him, bro. I thought I was D'Anthony Thomas, and
he's so fast.
I watched my plays back, and I'm just out there going like 10 miles an hour around the defense. Man.
He definitely was somebody I grew up watching too.
Yeah. His highlights are insane. What's your craziest environment first I want to ask, what's the crazy environment you played in as far as like the fans and things like that, and then secondly, what's the craziest environment like weather-wise? Because I'm sure you guys probably had some snow games and stuff like that. But talk about like the fans and just
the craziest game probably had to be last season when West Virginia played Pitt, because it's such a big rival.
Yeah. Does it have a name for the? Do they name that game? You know what I mean? How some of them have like the.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I got you. But that was like your rivals.
Yeah, that was a big rival game. But it's like they got like a little song. I forgot the song name, but it's like they say "eat Pitt." Like they cuss with it, but it's a good little. It was definitely a great rival because like the fans really hate Pitt. Like the West Virginia fans hate Pitt. And
you played them at your place, or
yeah, we played them at home, and the game was so packed, and they kept singing that song. I forgot the name of the song. I wish I know it, but like that probably was the craziest environment I played in because like just based off like the heated rival, like that was honestly a true rival. Just fans hating the other team and stuff like that. Even like when we used to walk up for the pregame, like after we get off the bus and stuff like that, it'll be a couple Pitt fans and there's literally West Virginia fans like walking up to them and cussing them out, and like like you said, mad dogging them. So I was like, oh snap, like they really do hate each other out here. So like that was probably like one of the craziest environment games that I did. Cool.
I remember my one of my friends, Braxton Burmeister, who's a QB here a couple years ago, went to Virginia Tech, and he had told me that first of all they had the crazy Enter Sandman walk in, and he said like 3 or 4 of their home games registered as earthquakes just because the fans and stuff were rocking. Yeah. And then he had told me that some of the fans, I forget what team they played, but they're throwing AA batteries at him, and you just hear them like pinging off of helmets and stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he saw security like carrying them out as people
throwing batteries at somebody.
Batteries,
that's crazy,
bro. Nuts. Yeah, man. But like from me being from Cali, I never really played in that crazy of weather. Like cold games for us, it's like 50 and maybe rain and stuff, but what are some of the
bro? I done literally played in snow, bro.
Man,
but one of the craziest. It was probably one of the craziest games. So we was in the. We was trying to fight to see who was gonna go to the MAC championship. We was playing Miami of Ohio.
Gotcha.
I mean, the game wasn't necessarily too cold, but one thing I can say that was kind of exciting about it, like we had ended up going to overtime, and it started like just snowing. Man, so it was kind of like lit because like all right, yeah, like overtime. Then it started snowing. Like it was just crazy how the change of events happened. Like we ended up winning, but it was like it went from a regular day to a snowing like how
right whenever overtime hit too?
Yeah, it started snowing like crazy. But there's been a couple games that I played in the snow. Like we had one game against Akron, snowing. It was so cold. I remember my first practice in the snow. Coach Lou was like, it was literally a blizzard, bro. Like you couldn't even see the lines on the field. It was sometimes at practice, people be shoveling the snow off just to see the grass or the turf or whatever. First thing Coach Lou said to me, this was my freshman year, he was like, I bet you never thought you were going to be playing in something like this. I was like, heck no. Like, who wants to play football in the snow? Yeah. But as you get older, you start to realize, like, what if you do get drafted by, like, the Bills or something? At least you got the experience and you prepared for it. So, that's cool. Playing in the snow, at first, you don't like it unless you're from around there, places that snow a lot, because Georgia, it rarely snows. Yeah. And if it does, it's not going to be too much. So, if you adjusted to it already, then I'm pretty sure you're going to be all right. But the more years that you play in it, you start to get used to it. So, I mean, I'm kind of glad I got that under my belt. I got used to it. So, if we do have any cold games wherever we go this year, I'm already used to it. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't like playing in the snow.
What's worse, snow or the rain? Because I heard people hate the rain more because it's slippery, whereas snow is just colder. Yeah.
I'd probably say the rain. Because snow, I mean, it's going to be cold, but the rain, you're just all wet. Yeah. You're going to have to get, like, sometimes, depending on what gloves you got, you ain't going to be able to wear gloves, or you got to get, I think they call, like, the rubber gloves.
Do you take them off if it's raining bad?
Yeah. I'll take them off. I mean, because.
Try to body catch it and use it. Yeah, it makes them even more slippery.
Even if you try to get them dry off your pants or something, your pants are soaking. Even if your towel is soaked. So
I would always, like, have my hand warmer, my hands would be dry, and then I snap it, and the ball is just, like, 3 pounds and it's wet. Like,
heavy.
Don't matter.
Yeah, so I'll probably rather play in the snow than the rain. Like heavy rain, I don't like playing.
No, I know our first like 3 or 4 runs, I mean the whole coaching staff came here expecting the Cali weather. You remember our first like was it winter workouts? It was just pouring out here. Yeah. All the transfer guys were like, man, San Diego weather sucks. Like But
Swear.
now it's 65 and sunny every day. It's back to usual.
Because on my visit, they was like, oh yeah, it never rains here.
It sold you.
First couple of weeks, it was just pouring. I'm like, I thought y'all said it don't rain here.
Yeah,
but now it's been hot. It's been good weather.
We got through it, man. So I know you were at Kent, and then you went to Westby for 1 year, and then now you're here. What was the transition like coming, all the way across the country and being in California now?
I mean, typically I'm kind of used to being far from home, and this is my last year, so I really didn't care about the distance wise. I just wanted to go somewhere where I felt like I was best needed, and I felt like I was going to be best utilized in the scheme. And I already had a previously relationship with, like you said, like Coach Lou, Matty J, Coach Barton, stuff like that, Coach Sobel. So I felt like it was like God's blessing for me to come here. You kind of get what I'm saying? So the transition, it wasn't necessarily too bad. I kind of enjoy it. Like, it's the best I've been feeling in a long time. Like, mentally, physically, like, I'm in a good headspace. So, I mean, like, the transition was definitely fine. Like, it was nothing to be mad about, sad about. Like, I'm here for a year. Let's work. You get what I'm saying?
Man. That's awesome. I want to ask, I know we've been in, spring ball. We've been pretty busy lately, but have you been able to check out some of the San Diego spots, man? What's some of your favorite places you've been so far?
Probably the beach, I could say.
Yeah,
because I mean, I don't go as often. I mean, because we had spring ball and stuff like that. But the days I did go, I felt like it was a day I went. I just watched the sunset go down. Like, that definitely was a vibe, and it kind of like brought me peace. And I realized, like, because I'm not used to being around a lot of water, but the days I have been around water, like, I just feel like the water just gives you like some type of comfort and peace. You know what I'm saying?
It's always just calming. Yeah,
I can go out there and just like think about life, think about stuff that I know I need to handle and stuff like that. So I mean, the beach so far, that's probably, I'll say, number one. It's a couple food spots too. A little Mexican spot.
Which one, on campus?
Yeah, the one by the gas station.
Ponchos or Trios?
Trios.
That's your spot.
You gotta get the.
Let's Poke's order. Yeah, let's get.
You gotta get the pike burrito.
Pike burrito.
Ooh, that thing.
I like the crunch wrap one.
The crunch wrap kind of good too. Yeah. I had that, but that pike is gonna go crazy every time.
I might have to hit that up, man.
Yeah, you gotta try that one.
I like it. Do you want to go surfing this off season, bro?
Yes, I want to go.
Can we shake on it?
Yes, we can go, bro.
You got it. You guys saw it here first, man. Maybe
we can go.
Shoot, let's talk to maybe Austin. We can get some cameras out there, mic you up on the board, bro.
I never went surfing, so you gotta bear with me, bro. You gotta bear with me, bro.
I got an extra suit and everything, man. We can get it going.
How often do you surf?
Man, so I started over quarantine. My girlfriend's dad goes like every day at 6 a.m. Like, that's his favorite thing to do. So he kind of taught me, and like I would go with him, and he gave me a board for my birthday too, which was awesome. So over like that time, I was probably going like once a week and stuff, but now it's probably like every other month I'll just go.
Because of football.
Yeah, and I'm not that good. I'm not like crazy, but I could stand up and stuff and do it all on my own. So it's cool just to like go out, but it's so tiring, bro.
It is. It's like a little workout.
Well, the thing is, like, it's just so hard to get out if the waves are coming fast, and I have a longboard, so it's hard to like duck under the waves like you see people do. You kind of just have to eat it and then paddle out to the next one. So like just getting out past the waves is like a mission. But once you're out there, like you can just kind of chill, catch your breath, and then the longboards are easier to stand up on. They're like a lot more stable. You don't go as fast, but that part of it's nice. So like it's a little easier to catch the waves once you get out. But yeah, we'll have to make it happen, man. That'd be fun.
This summer.
What are some of your other hobbies outside of football, man? What do you like to do to take your mind off of things? You big video game guy?
Yeah, I like playing the game. Definitely. Like I feel like when you play the game, because we're so busy with football and stuff like that. So like when you get in the game, when you play the game, like you're just zoned in on the game. You're not really thinking about nothing else but what's in front of you. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you're just zoned out kind of from the world. And you're just playing the game. Like, you're just locked in playing with your friends, laughing, giggling.
That's been something cool because I just got a PS5. I didn't have any of the next gen, so now I can play like with my boy who plays receiver at Portland State. And just like some of my buddies from back home who I don't get to talk to as much. Like, it's cool being able to still hang out with them and catch up.
Especially because, like you said, most of our friends are all in college playing football or doing whatever they need to do to survive or stuff like that. So, I mean, when you get the time, when you get the chance to really talk to them, sometimes it may just be on the game and y'all play the game for a couple hours, but y'all like vibing, laughing, joking around. So I feel like that helps you like bring peace in your life, because sometimes this football stuff can be mentally and physically like draining. So like I feel like when you play the game, you're just zoned out. You're just thinking about the game. You're not really thinking about the outside world.
What's your game, man? What do you like to play right now?
I play that COD.
Warzone or normal?
Warzone.
Let's give a little shout out. Who on the team's nice, man? Or who's trash, bro? You can call them out.
I don't necessarily know everybody who's nice or who's trash, so I ain't gonna call nobody. I play with people back at home.
Okay,
but I know it's a couple players that play on the game here. I don't know if they're good or not, though.
Yeah, I always see the clips in the group chat.
Yeah,
I think Tay is nice.
I think Tay nice. I think Vaughn good.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Solid, man. Cool. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about Coach Poke came out and helped out the receivers for our K9 athletics training probably a month or two ago. But yeah, he was awesome with the kids, man. They all enjoyed it, and he had some tips, especially for the older guys. Like you were able to give them some advanced stuff. So I appreciate you helping me out with that,
sir.
Was that your first time kind of doing coaching stuff, or have you done that before?
No. So at my previously old school, in the summer we used to do like camps and stuff like that. So I mean, that's probably when I first started like trying to teach and help guys out, and stuff like that. I mean, so no, that wasn't my first time.
Gotcha. I mean, you're a smart player, like just as far as like you said, like you'll text coach about reads and things like that, and like just going above and beyond. Do you think that's something like coaching you can see yourself doing down the line, or are you more just you want to play and that's it?
Coaching, I mean, nah, I probably wouldn't coach.
Yeah, that's a whole nother beast, man.
Yeah, that's a whole nother beast.
For sure.
Yeah, so I probably wouldn't coach. Like once football's over, I'll probably just go in my career field or whatever that is. You get what I'm saying? But
gotcha.
Still always be in tune with football. Like still go to games, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like football will never leave my life.
100%.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Yeah, last thing I like to wrap it up, just a little words of wisdom, man. So if you got anything you could say to young Poke growing up, or kids that look up to you now, what do you got for them to close it out, bro?
One thing I'm gonna say is, man, keep the main thing. Like, limit the distractions, because sometimes it's a lot of stuff around you that's trying to pull you in, but you gotta just make sure that you got tunnel vision and you stay focused on the goals that you want and the dreams that you want. And also surround yourself by people who still have the same dreams and the aspirations as you do, because sometimes like one of your friends, as you get older, some people might not have the same dreams as you. That's what I had to realize. So sometimes you gotta distance yourself from that person in order to do and complete the task that you need to complete. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's really all I can say is
not everybody's going to play college football, man.
Yeah, so it's like you can't surround yourself by some of the same people that you used to surround yourself. If you kind of get what I'm saying. Like you gotta, especially with us being football players, like we gotta be more alert and be more mindful of the stuff that we do. Whereas like if you're a regular student, you can kind of do like whatever.
Consequences are less.
Yeah, consequences are less because we're always being watched as athletes. So it's like I said, just keep the main thing, and just stick to your goals, man. Even if they're small goals, just complete them, because it's gonna end up building, and stay consistent and disciplined on the work that you have ahead of you.
Yeah. On my last thing I would say is just like value your relationships in above everything else. Ali, in football, like my relationship with the receivers or with the O lineman is so much more important than just knowing the plays. Like I think I had one in the spring game where Mikey ran his route, and I don't think I ever saw him the whole time, just because the O line was kind of in my face. But I saw where the defense was, and I knew where he'd be after 3 steps, and just throw it. Like just having that trust, and like we've done a good job of building that up too, and just especially with the O line, if you're a quarterback with any position, and then like for you, your relationship with coaches is the reason that you're here now too. So like your connections that you make, whether you're in middle school, high school, college, whatever it is, just put time and effort into those, because that's really what's gonna last. So. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on. It was a great episode.
Appreciate you having me, man.
Excited for the season, bro.
Yes, sir. Let's work.
Let's do it. Thanks for tuning in. Want to give one more quick shout out to our sponsors, Aztec Link and the We Believe Network. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and check out the link in the description to get started today.